The charter team space was developed partly in response to the pandemic, looking and seeing we had maybe a hole in interventions, especially at the high school level, where we needed to be able to identify some of the concerns that our students were having.
They have been identified with 3 or more Fs, and they go through a sit process to get pushed into our class.
We identify students through the student intervention teams, which we call SIT teams. Those teams include the students' guidance counselor, dean, social workers, and the school psychologist, and myself. That team of support staff work together to identify struggling students and what the appropriate intervention placement is.
Charter Team Spaces is a safe place for students that are struggling with school. We try to make it a very warm, welcoming environment so that students feel they are with trusted adults.
They really connect and create a bond with you, and they really want to know how you learn and what's the best way to teach you.
The relationship building is crucial because a lot of these students come in and they are shy, they are reserved. Many of them haven't really had the opportunity to build those relationships with teachers. The teachers that are in the team space, I think, are absolutely incredible at just connecting with the kids and getting to know them as people.
I am a very shy person, but in the CTS, it's one-on-one student work, or you're working with a group, a small group, so you're really getting paid attention to.
I think what makes it better is my actual teachers are just there to teach me and learn, but these teachers are here to help me learn and help me get through it.
Students would be reluctant probably to work with us if they didn't think that we didn't care about them.
It's them in a small group setting, getting to know these teachers one-on-one and building that trust and communication so they feel like they have someone to come to if they ever run into any type of problem, not just academically, socially, behaviorally, whatever the case may be.
It was imperative to not just address academics with our students. We all know that students that are struggling academically are typically struggling in multiple other ways as well. So coming in and just having them sit down and work on academics doesn't really solve the issue that's causing the problem usually.
They really like having that one-on-one, that small group support that they know they can get that daily support from a certified staff member, a certified teacher, that they've got an expert in the field.
One of the things that we really focus on is building routines with our students. That has to include executive functioning skills, which also leads to the students developing more skills of self-advocacy.
We have had a few students say if they have a project or a test coming up, they'll be like, I'm gonna pass this for you. And they're not passing it for us, they're passing it for themselves.
And we develop this consistent skill set in them that they know what to expect every day.
Besides the academics and our content, we focus on organization, being able to communicate professionally and properly with their teachers, as well as empathy and sometimes even just social emotional support.
They help me organize, they help me keep my stuff together, and when I'm off track, they help me get on track again.
I'm very motivated to come to school now that my grades are good and my attendance has been, this is the best it's been.
I think now that I had help, yeah, I'm ready for it on my own, but for now, I'm gonna stay with them.
Just know that Team Space is always there for any kid who needs it, and we're gonna continue to do whatever we can to make sure that these learners continue to excel and achieve.